All right, day 8 is officially beginning. Stick around and we'll see what we get into. All right, so day 8 begins. We are at Around the Bend Hostel's cabin, which is just down the hill from the actual hostel. And you can see this wonderful view I have behind me of the North Georgia mountains. So we're getting picked up here in about 45 minutes. Everybody's finishing up, packing up their bags. Nobody slept very well last night, even though we were in a cabin, but that's all part of it, I guess. So plan today is to start at Unicoi Gap and hike up to Trey Mountain Shelter, where we'll reassess how we're feeling. That's about 5.5 or so miles, but a lot of hill. And we'll reassess things and decide if we move forward. If we move forward, we will go probably another 4 to 6 miles and stop at a campsite for the night, which is just up there. So come along for the journey and we'll see what we can get into. All right, made it to Unicoi Gap. We are headed up towards Trey Mountain Shelter, and it's steep. See the hillside behind me. Slow and steady wins the race today. We'll see. Two pretty tough climbs already this morning, and I'm not sure how far I am in, but you know, I keep thinking every day it's like my legs are getting a little stronger, and I don't know, my legs seem just a little bit less fatigued. It's not like they're running 100% perfect, but for no longer than I've been out here, this is day 8. I feel like they're starting to have some progress, so that's great. Sorry, it takes a lot of strength to hold my arm up that high. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning to hike. I heard that there may be some victuals up here at Trey Gap. Fixing to get there and then climb on up Trey Mountain to the Trey Mountain Shelter. That was our rallying point for today. We were going to get up there and discuss what our plans are. It's only 10:30 right now, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I'm just so glad to have some level ground right now. Walking through this bit of a green tunnel, and so much climbing today, but I knew that's what it was going to be before I came out here. We'll talk soon. Well, pulled up to Trey Gap this morning, and the fine folks from Boots Off Hostel and Campground were up here offering some trail magic again, so wonderful seeing them. It's 2 different times now I've run into them on trail, and it's always something special when you come out of the woods and you see these pop-up canopies and good victuals sitting here, some fresh fruit, and all the drinky drinks. And so appreciate them coming out and taking care of us, and even got chairs you can sit in and relax a little bit, and it's means a lot to the thru hiking community, I'm sure. So appreciate y'all. All right, so we just crossed the 5 mile mark on the day, so we're 5.3 miles in, and we're on top of Trey Mountain. And just it's one thing I'm noticing on this Appalachian Trail is just how many different, I don't know, types of terrain, I guess you see. I mean, everything from green rhododendron tunnels to like right here, where you just got a trail kind of cut through the rhododendrons, and there's rocks, and you just know you're literally on top of a mountain, right on a ridge top. Views galore. Unfortunately, the rhododendrons just take it over, but beautiful blue sky today, and great day for a hike. So we're just continuing on. Like I said, feeling pretty good body-wise for how long I've been out here, my fitness level when I got here, and all that kind of stuff. I'm feeling pretty good, so that's always a big plus. But we got probably a good 7 miles to go today, so we're just going to keep trying to grind it out, and hopefully some of this flat ground continues, because we've had some pretty big climbs today that are butt kickers. We'll talk soon. All right, so somewhere around 8 miles in, maybe 8.5. Got just over 4 miles left today into Deep Gap Shelter. We ran into Ridge Runner Chris. They do a fantastic job out here, by the way, those Ridge Runners. Chris informed us that the most recent news is that the mice are almost to infestation levels at Deep Gap Shelter, where we're headed. Not a big deal, as you can tell by looking around this beautiful scenery around me. We were planning on tent camping tonight anyway, so we were not looking for the shelter. So we're still going to go there, and there's campsites. We'll make sure and get a good spot. So anyway, that's the plan. Just again, beautiful day to hike. Varying terrain difficulties, as I just about sprained an ankle for the second time today. So yeah, we're just gonna get on into camp, get set up, and see what we can get into there. We'll chat soon. Okay, so we are 11 miles into a 13-mile day. We're doing a pretty good descent right now, although it might be hard to tell on video. We got one more climb to go. And the shelter area should be right around top of that climb somewhere, so we're getting close. All in all, still feeling pretty good. Getting a little bit tired on the ascents going up the hills now that it's later in the day. but I really kind of get my groove when I'm going down these descents, as long as they're not too steep. On flat ground, I can, of course, pretty well fly, but just always got to watch your footing. I've almost rolled my right ankle 3 separate times today. Once I just about did it in, but caught it just in time. So it's doing well. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So continuing to hike, and I'll close up when we get to camp. All right, sorry for the late effects. Time we got to camp, it was about 5:30, and we had to get everything set up our tents, get water, cook dinner, all that sort of thing. So it just got late on us. So anyway, we ended up getting 13.1 miles in today. Several good climbs, good hard climbs, and 2 of our tramley ended up stopping short at a campsite a couple miles back, but the other 4 of us made it into the shelter area. So anyway, I'll keep this short since it's late, and I'll make sure and get dialed back in tomorrow, and keep you guys updated. Thanks for following.